feeling? You ready to close out strong? Everybody say, let's go!
Let's go!
Say it again, let's go!
Let's go!
All right. Hey, before we go into what we got to go into, and I bring up Raja to translate. He didn't hear me yesterday when I said, do you want to come up here and translate for me? And then later he's like, bro, what did you say? Because we can't, when you're up here, it's hard to hear each other because obviously the speakers go out. But I've got a few things here and a few people that I just want to thank. And the first one, can we thank the production team and the AV team and all the volunteers that have helped out? Right, let's give these guys a big hand, come on. Right, at the front of the house, backstage, right? On top of that, can we also give, and I want to say this, I want to give a special thanks to Lizzie, Kash, and their team, because all of us coming together, this would not be possible, so can we give them a big hand as well? And of course, none of this would be able to happen if it wasn't for Jazz and Raja, right? And their leadership and their vision and their spirituality and their team as well for being here as well. So can we give them a big hand also? We had some pretty uncomfortable conversations last night. And it's not, we have to be probably the only organizations within this company, WFG, in US and Canada, that we actually collaborate together with no monetary benefit at all. Most, if not most, anybody who works with anyone is because they have a vested interest in them. The better Kash's business does and grows doesn't benefit my family financially or Raja's, and vice versa, the other way around as well, right? The more mine grows, doesn't do anything for Kash and Lizzie or Raja and Jazz financially. A lot of times you look at our business, and even Kash said this yesterday, right? That when he sometimes talks to the team, says, hey, the better you do, the better I do, the more you make, the more I make. That's true in a hierarchical lineage, recruiting, upline, downline, whatever you want to call it. But it's not true between the three of us. So we're also growing, right? And we're also learning. And we're also going through some of that pain. And we're gonna, we also, I guess, even a reminder to myself that we just have to remember that we're gonna keep getting better. And even in these events, I think if you look at what we did a year ago in our first one to where we are today, I'd say it's a big game changer, right? So we're gonna have some slip-ups. We're gonna have some take a step back to take 10 forward. But we know that we already see the momentum rising. For us to see Kash promote 3 CEOs last night, right? Is that a big deal or what, right? Or Raja have $1 million earner in the US, which was Sam Lawal, right? Can we give him a big hand? We just have to remind ourselves that if I was in an event by myself, my team would not see $1 million earner and they would not see 3 CEOs last night. And also maybe in another event, we have something, or just like last year we promote Alma to EDC, but that also helped the environment. I'm sure some part of those 3 CEOs are butt burned that she hit EDC. And maybe some of you butt burned that you saw people hit SMD last night, or they get the Diamond Club and you did it. But it should be an inspiration to you to also say, man, if these people can do it, so can I. Right? Or I even watch Candace and Mike right now. Some of the top MCs. Right? The energy that they bring. So I say that because this morning, Raja goes, what are you thinking? I'm like, I'm good. And he goes, no, bro, I know you by now. What are you thinking? I'm like, man, I'm thinking about my numbers. I'm thinking about what I got to do. I'm thinking about this collaboration. I'm thinking about where will we be 1 year from now. I'm thinking about how when you go on my WFG and run the leaders bulletin, it's going to be Raja's name, our name, Kash's name, and all the leaders following right behind us. Right? You know, as we rise up, we'll push the rest of the company down. But also as we rise up, hopefully we inspire the company to recognize that you don't have to override a team or monetarily make money off them to come together for a better cause to do something big. Right? So, in the growing pains, and I'll take responsibility on this, last night we missed my team in one category. So, never ever, by the way, in every convention, someone is always going to be missed. Okay? And we need to train our minds to not take it personal, because I don't think anyone ever also puts a convention to then intentionally leave you out of the recognition. Right? So no one wants that. But I do want to just real quick have these guys stand up where they are due to time. If not, I would have brought them up, but we do want to be respectful to this. Right? And if we missed you, we apologize. I apologize, especially it's coming from my team. But so real quick, this was the Base Shop Shaker category, which in 2 months they had to do 20 Base Shop recruits, 80,000. And if we can get some lights in here, Georgie, please. Let's get, one of the qualifiers was my brother Aryan Taimuri. And your awards are here, right? So I'll get them to you guys when we get back. Can I have Odetta King, Sarah Collins, Henry Revelorio, Scott Hammerberg, John and Carly Benoit, Alma Cantarero, Josh and Kelsey Dale, Nancy Dietrich, and Myron Juan. Just stand. Awesome. All right. Also, missed two other people. Again, my team. Diamond Club. We missed Crystal Venegas. Where is she? Can we give Crystal a big hand? There she is, right? And in Panther Award, we missed Nancy Luna. So I'm not sure where she is. If we can get, there she is, right? She's standing. She's standing. All right, okay. Okay. Those of you that are a little shorter, when you want to take a picture with Raja, take a chair with you. Ask him to sit and you stand, okay? So, okay. All right, real quick, I do have one guy I'm going to bring up here for maybe 30 seconds. It's very special and near and dear to my heart. This was a last-minute SMD qualifier, and we did work our schedule that we got all of our new SMDs within these last 90 days, either as a 2-minute speaker or a 3-minute speaker, or they had the privilege of training. But he was the first SMD in the Dream Team, which a year ago, my very, very good friend and sister transitioned, and we've kept that dream alive. And this guy hit SMD, and he hit it literally right before we walked into this convention. So I just want to give him a minute to come up here and just share with you his excitement. So can I get my brother here, JV Bernard? There he is. Come on, JV. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can I get the podium mic, please?
Let's go!
expecting to come up here and speak, so this is completely catching me off guard. So first off, I gotta give honor and glory to God, first and foremost, for me even being here, for sure, and also give honor and homage to where it's due my awesome mentor, Johnny Marion, for consistently believing in me as well, and also a shout out to Mama Miller, you know, also big love, shout out, and all my other mentors. See, I'm getting emotional already. Take your time. Of course, Myra, and Juan, my amazing mentors, and also Dr. D and Mr. Tony Jenkins, you know, for continuing to believe in me. This S&D promotion is truly, truly emotional to me because of the fact it was something me and my sister Toya talked about from day one. And after she passed, you know, I was just truly just devastated on how I was gonna ever achieve it without her. Because like every single day I would text her, you know, like of course it's something that as a leader and as a person in business, you're supposed to be in massive communication with your leader. And that's what Toya for sure taught me from day one. JV, if you ever need something, just text me, hit me up. And so whenever I wasn't able to do that again, I was just at a loss. Just like, JV, how is this gonna be ever possible to do whenever, you know, the leader, the amazing leader that you had, then transition, you know, it was just like, what? You know, it was something that I was just confused about because we had so much more to accomplish, but God needed her more. You know, God was ready for her. You know, so of course she's looking down above me, super excited. So Toya, love you, and I'm gonna continue to make you proud, continue to carry on your legacy, for sure. We will be a CEO team. People from Louisiana, stand up. Dream team, stand up. Let's go. Let's go. So y'all have my word. I will not stop. CEO, 500,000, December. It shall be done. If I can do it, so can y'all. Because there's no excuse. I've had so much to overcome after because even a few months before she had passed, I had lost my firstborn daughter, Gigi. And so Toya was helping me get through that. And so whenever she passed, I was just even more devastated. But of course, with Johnny and everybody else who supported me through that, I am here and I'm a testimony to say like, hey, it is possible. It is possible if you don't quit, if you don't give up, make it happen. So let's go, let's make it happen. See y'all at the top. Love y'all.
All right. Let's close out. You ready? Want you to connect some dots here before you get out of here. Next 45 minutes. If I get the whiteboard, please. You know, you have a journey here, real quick. And first journey you can tell is up to SMD 100K. And this is simple. Everything you do within the system and everything you help someone else do within the system is ultimately to equip three things and feed three things within the philosophy. And up to SMD 100K is a lot of skill work that gets developed. You begin to develop the skill of recruiting, which is for what? Multi-handed income. You begin to develop the skill of production, which is done with 10%, 3 rules, 3 goals. And you begin to develop the skill of moving people to convention for self-improvement. This is all learnable, it's all transferable, it's all attainable. And obviously we train and create environments, areas that maybe you feel you're not as strong at, the environment is strong at, or someone else is strong at. But then you have a journey that pretty much comes beyond SMD. And the beyond SMD journey doesn't have a time frame on it. This journey is unlimited. It's never ending, this one. But in this part, outside of the mindset stuff, right? Outside of the mental toughness, the clarity, the desire, the beyond SMD, you need all of this, but you also need what you just saw from Alma. Primary function of the SMD to get to the next level is to get very good at taprooting. And we're going to talk about that right now. Is to consistently have an obsession of increasing licensing. Because licensing is a form of what? Multi-hand, and licensing helps more people with the philosophy of 10%, 3 rules, 3 goals. And the beyond SMD mindset says you have to develop a very strong numbers mentality. Because numbers is the language of business. Just like when I talk about the SMD that said, I have 9 people here, and 3 months from now, in the next convention that we already launched, I'm going to bring 20. See, that moment, the beyond SMD thinking is not there for that guy yet. And I know that it got fixed in this convention. Thank God he came to the convention and came with 9. Because then I could pull him aside and show him that, hey, you have 9 people. And if these 9 run the plan, what happens if these 9 all bring 15 people in the next 90 days? If 9 people bring 15 people, you have over 100 people in the next convention. That's a numbers mentality. And numbers mentality, write this down, ultimately is multiplication mentality. You see, up to SMD, oh, this is good. It just came to me. Up to SMD, you are playing the addition game. But beyond, and I spelled it wrong. Yeah. But beyond SMD, you are playing the multiplication game. So maybe this is why up to SMD, yeah, you can think in your head 2 recruit and then 2 more recruit and 2 more. You start to add 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. You add, but then beyond the SMD thinking, once you're a leader and you're in leadership development and you're leading people, now you're in the multiplication game. Is this making sense? Yes or no? Yes. Like, keep this simple. So, I want to just take a moment and emphasize this part of taprooting and how important this is within our business. And most people say, how do I get good at taprooting? How do I get good at taprooting? I'm not good at taprooting. How do I get better at that? Our system is designed that naturally you taproot. If you just focus on the first 3 lights, first 3 lights does exactly what we're just talking about. Light number 1 says what? First recruit. Always remember, light 1 recruit. Light 1, first recruit. Light number 2 says what? 10%, 3 rules, 3 goals. Help the recruit do 10% savings. So what is this? This is multi-handed income, recruiting skill. What is this? This is 10%, 3 rules, 3 goals, production skill. And light number 3 says what? Convention registration, which is what? Self-improvement. What would happen if all you had was an obsession with light 1, 2, 3, light 1, 2, 3, light 1, 2, 3. Every recruit came in, 1, 2, 3. Next recruit, 1, 2, 3. Next recruit, 1, 2, 3. Next recruit, 1, 2, 3. Before you know it, you are implementing philosophy, new art of living, and taprooting is happening naturally by system. You don't need to taproot. System will help you taproot. But the reason the people who have a challenge on taprooting is because they are not running system. When you run the system, taprooting happens. Without system, taprooting doesn't happen. And ultimately, this right here is a very key form of retention. So get this visual here. Here's you. You recruit A. So you have light 1. But with A, you need to immediately do what? 10% savings, yes or no? Yes. So you now have light 1 and light 2. Are you with me on this? Yes. And you make sure you're registered for convention. Yeah. So you have all 3 lights. But what do I do with A now? Same thing. A needs to do light 1, get a recruit, call it B. And what do we need to do with B? We need to help B real quick also do what? 10% savings. And let's get A registered for convention. And now let's get B to go, get a recruit, light 1. Help this guy do 10% savings. Let's get this guy registered. Let's get this guy registered. And let's get this guy his first recruit. Are you following me on this? Yes or no? Yes. So what happens if on every single person that comes in, all I focus on is 3 lights? And those 3 lights is multi-handed philosophy, 10% 3 rules, 3 goals philosophy, and self-improvement philosophy. Before you know it, just from this, I can have 15 people to convention. I might have 15 in one leg. The key thing here is speed. Speed. This needs to happen before the person quits. So the moment I recruit you, it's not about you. The moment I recruit D, this is where again with D, hey D, we need to get first recruit, 10% savings, register convention. So now D has E. And everybody tell me out loud, what do we do with E? First recruit, 10% savings, register convention. And now this guy has F. What do we do with F? Say it out loud. First recruit, 10% saving, register convention. And let's say this guy's called G. What do we do with G now? First recruit, 10% savings, register convention. If I just focus on the first 3 lights, you can become a master taprooter. And everybody's fired up, everybody's excited, everybody wants to show up. Let me tell you one thing. Momentum gets built this way. You see, over here, who has momentum? In fact, let me give you what comes to my mind right now. When you do this only, when you do this, who is the one with momentum? Only you. Does anybody in your team have momentum? No. Who's the one with the momentum? Say it again. You are. But when you can do this, who has momentum now? Everybody. The first scenario, only you have momentum. Second scenario, you and everybody has momentum. Is this making sense? Yes or no? Now, a lot of times, you need to do this so you can find this. Spread the risk to identify. Does that make sense? You don't recruit one and go, ooh, this is the one I'm going to get to go 5, 6, 7, 8 down deep. Spread the risk. You need to recruit 3. You need to recruit 4. You need to recruit 5 to find 1 or 2 that you can run that with. And once you identify, key thing was what? Speed. Is this making sense, everybody? Yes? So this is one very thing. Second thing I want to bring to you, and you heard this here as well, is the key in the importance of gatherings. Let me give you my understanding today. Power of gathering. Raja talked about this. Number one is the number of people. You typically, let's say, you want to strive to have about 4 to 6 people in a gathering, not 40 to 60. You have no control on that. So you probably need to invite 10 to have that many show up. And there's a power when I have people at a kitchen table, 4, 5, 6 of them, and you can actually connect with every single one of them. You see, when you have 13 people and you're one, how are you going to connect to all 13? When you have 60 people and you're one, how are you going to connect to all 60 people? But when you have 4, 5 people, 6 people, now you probably got to invite how many? Say it, 10. Where I have about 5 or 6 people show up, here's the beauty also. One-on-one, you look like you're a salesperson. But when I have 4 or 5, and maybe you connect the laptop to a TV, they're sitting, you're standing, you're now teaching. You're now empowering. You have eye contact and connection with each person. Once you're done, you can sit down and actually have conversation with each one. You can be a lot more effective. Is this making sense? Yes or no? Yes. And the gathering is the most effective at the home. People are comfortable at home. People make decisions better and easier at home, not in the office. And if you cannot, then you do some type of, like what Raja calls, some public place. Maybe you rent a room in the library, or you rent a room in some restaurant or something, and gather people. So the power of this to me is, every gathering I do, I could do a gathering this Tuesday. And by the way, let me give you this one too. You do not need 30 days to set up a gathering. You know the challenge is like, you want 30 days to invite 4 people, 5 people, because you're not hosting a wedding? I can pick up the phone right now on Sunday and just ask a couple of my friends or some people, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Or what are you doing on Tuesday? I want to gather some friends and family over and share something very important. Something called the New Art of Living, which is changing my life, and a new philosophy, a new way of thinking. This is in the PDF. So on a Sunday, by Tuesday, I have 4 or 5 people gathered together. I don't need 10 days, 20 days. Sometimes we go, man, push a gathering and people come out. And they go, I'm going to do gathering February 3rd. Brother, it's January 18th. Why are you going to go to February 3rd? Set it up January 20th. Give everybody a couple days notice. By the way, cancellation is also higher the further out you put it. People don't know their schedule 2 weeks from now. So currently they tell you yes, but they forget that they also said yes to you and they commit to someone else. Is this making sense? You want to be effective in the work you do. Now, in every single one of this you do, you're probably going to get out of this 2 recruit and 10K. You get about 4 or 5 people, 6 people in a gathering in one night, and you do a good new art of living presentation, I promise you, you're going to come out with 2 recruit 10K. So I call this something called 1G. Just like your phone used to have 3G, 4G, 5G, I call it 1G, one gathering. When you do one gathering with about 4 to 6 people at the home, you're going to get to recruit 10K. Just like that. So you do one more G, few nights later or on the weekend, another 2 recruit 10K. And you do one more G, before you know it, you have 2 recruit 10K. Right here, I have 3 months. I do 3G. I don't even need 3 months. I could do this in a month and knock out 6 and 30. You see, I'm a very system-oriented person. And for me, one of my blessings, I just have to see it once, hear it once, is clear. It makes sense, connect the dot, let's go. But many of you probably right now saying, no, there has to be something else to it. It's not that simple. It is this simple. All of you could come out here and within 72 hours, you're going to be 2 recruit 10K right out of this. This is an immediate action. Does that make sense? Yes? Yes. So, now we've also connected, and this is where I want to bring up Raja, but this is where we've also connected all recognition, jackets, all of that stuff to this stuff. So, for what we have left here the next half hour, I want to bring up Raja to be able to connect some dots here, give the action step, because I just gave you 3 lights, gathering. Keep it simple. 3 lights gathering with speed for immediate action. But we want in the next 90 days, everybody to take this to the next level. Is that fair? Yes? Yes. All right. Raj, you ready? He's ready. All right. Stand on your feet. We're going to close this out. Help me bring up my big brother, Raja Dhaliwal.
Hey, are you all excited to take major action? Because soon you will be going out of this room. It's a decision time. And it's important to, decide before you leave what exactly you're going to act on once you go back. And I think Johnny did a great job on explaining these few things to you. So I just wanted to touch on a few things to straight line your thinking. First is, I hope you have understood during these 48 hours that what is the solution. So let's revisit it a little bit because I wanted to connect some dots. Obviously, these are categories: employee, self-employed, business owner, and entrepreneur. So if you understand that what is the focus of employee, mostly focus of employee is connected with what to do. Are you following that? Yes. Give me some feedback. Yes. Okay. And self-employee like realtor or anybody who runs any business, mortgage, insurance, they also focus on what to do. And business owners also focus on what to do, but entrepreneurs are different. They focus on why to do. And this is the first thing we talk about when you walk in, that during this convention, you need to empower your why. You need to give enough reasons to your own self so that you can actually do what and how matters to you. Because what and how don't matter to you until you're missing the why. Is that clear or not?
Yes.
So growth here, is growth in employee category is limited or unlimited? It's limited. In self-employed, business owner, and an entrepreneur, unlimited. This is why we are talking from 48 hours. Because whole attention here is to build you as a next entrepreneur. Now strength here, what is the strength of employee? Skill, self-employee, and business owners, they use system. So let's say you buy a franchise of Subway, you're using somebody's system. If you buy a franchise of McDonald's, you're using somebody's system. And when you use system, what do you pay them back? You pay them back royalty. But as an entrepreneur, you own system. The beauty of our model, you get ownership of system. That's why you can compound. No Subway franchisee can give the franchises on their own to others. But here you can. Why? Because you own system. Are you following that or not?
Yes.
So what employees moves generally? They move either product or they move service. And what self-employed people move? Product, service. What business owners move? Product, service. But what entrepreneurs move? That's where new art of living coming in. Are you all following this or not?
Yes.
Now compounding effect. Does employee ever see compounding effect?
No.
Self-employed?
No.
Business owner?
No.
Entrepreneur?
Yes.
Yes. Time freedom. Does employee ever get time freedom?
No.
Does self-employed person get time freedom? Business owner?
No.
But entrepreneur?
Yes.
Yes. So self-improvement focus. If you look into employee, they rarely focus on self-improvement. They focus on entertainment. Are you following that?
Yes.
And self-employed? No. Business owner? No. Most of these people are everyday working, thinking about who they are. Are you following? That's a big difference. But entrepreneurs working every day, thinking about who they can become. That's a big transition of mindset. And I hope you understand so far in 48 hours that this is the only solution to your dreams is you becoming an entrepreneur. And to become an entrepreneur, guys, you need two things. Entrepreneurship requires you to own philosophy and system. And you have a clear philosophy, new art of living, and you have a system which is built on 11 lights to move you from point A to point B. But out of 11 lights, the most important part is 3 lights. If you do not get somebody's 3 lights green, what are chances they will turn all 11 lights green? So what should be your obsession? To turn every recruit's 3 lights green. And what is 3 lights? Is believe in philosophy. And write this down. Nobody can lead somebody until they believe in something. So to lead other people, you need to believe in philosophy first. Is that clear or what?
Yeah.
And second thing entrepreneurship demands is self-improvement. So you have an incredible chance in closing to become an entrepreneur and really turn all your dreams into reality. And this is possible. Because if all of these speakers you have seen, they can do it, you can also do it. How many of you already believing you can do it? Yeah. All you need to do is go out and educate people new art of living. So when it comes to entrepreneurship, I'm just actually revisiting the dream again with all of you. It's important to understand, I call them 4 rare. 4 rare. You will rarely find these 4 things coming together. And this is, all of us in this room, we have connected with these 4, which I'm talking about right now. First thing, the strength of our model is we have the best single-handed income as well. How many of you agree with that? If you do 210, most of you can make 100,000 a year. Is 100,000 a year is a decent single-hand income? But some of you can even do more than 210 and you can make even more. So single-handed, and I was studying that on ChatGPT earlier, when I was showing you, that when people enter these multi-level marketing models, how many actually are doing full-time? And the percentage is not good. Why? Because all their revenue is linked with team building. Are you following? But in our model, because it's a professional career, and in a professional career, you can actually replace your income quickly. You can actually switch from part-time to full-time. This is why we are challenging you, make money to influence other people, which is 210. Are you clear on that or not? Yes. So single-handed income is very decent here. That's number one. Number two, single-handed income, you can actually participate into the equity of the company. You have seen how many people get recognized last night with Aegon stock. But Aegon stock incentive is limited. You might get 1,000 a year, or 5,000 a qualification a year, or 1,500. But guess what? Can you participate? If you make a little bit more money with your own pen, can you participate a little more in the equity? Can you buy some stock on your own? Yes or no? Yes. Now, generally, you have seen that companies, they talk about people who were involved in Netflix and involved in Nvidia and Amazon at early stage, they all become millionaires. How do they become millionaires? They work overnight? They work more hours? They own a piece of it. Are you following that? So here in our organization, being part of Transamerica and Aegon World, you can actually own a piece of it. And if you ever experience a bigger multi-X event, guess what? In future, you have a chance to multiply your net worth. So this is where you all have a chance, that single-handed income, and you can participate into equity. You can participate. If you make decent amount of money, you can delegate some monthly back. Are you following that or not? Yes. So number three, we have the best multi-handed income. This is why our platform is so powerful, because our multi-handed income is very powerful. And multi-handed income give you number four is ownership, where you can actually get your income sellable and transferable to somebody else. Having these two qualities in your income, sellable and transferable, is a big deal. Are you following this or not? Yes. So these are four rare things together. I don't know where you work right now. My question to you will be, do you have the best single-handed income on wherever you are working right now? And most of you will answer no. And then if you have this, do you have a chance to participate into the equity of the company? Are you really actually participating into their stock? And number three, do you ever have a chance over there to be multi-handed? And then you own your income, which is sellable and transferable. So right now, you all have a same chance. You have an equal chance. But guess what? You need to act on something. And what do you need to act on going out of here? So it's pretty simple. First step, if you're license holder, if you're not license holder, get your license. Get your license. And then you make money. Now to make money, your focus is clearly 210. And 2 comes when you educate people multi-hand, either through gathering or either through one-on-one. Gatherings are better. And then 10K comes when you educate 10%, 3 rule, 3 goal to family and put the right plans in place for their future. That's how you get 10K. But the minute you start this, you will have influence, yes or no? Okay, you will become example and you will be confident. So your only solution going out of this convention is commit to 210 if you're license holder. If you're not a license holder, get your license, turn your lights green, 3 or 7, and then just move into this direction. It's very clear. Leaving the convention with clarity makes all the difference. Are you all following this, yes or no? Yes. So everybody commit to 210. Influence is there, example is there, you're more confident. And now after this, you assemble multi-hand strength. Now you have given a clear number here to assemble multi-hand strength. In 90 days, get together 9 recruits in 90 days, which is 3 per month, 45,000 total production in 3 months. You already doing 10K on your own. It's very easy to complete 45 in 90 days, get 3 people licensed in your team, and get your big 15. Now, the minute you get 15 at convention, you gain multi-hand strength. And guess what will happen? So, 2 things will happen. First thing, you will complete the guidelines and you will be SMD and 100K. This will be done. But you're not going to do this. Actually, you collecting these 4 is going to do this. I hope you understand. You're not going to do this. You collecting these 4 in 90 days is going to get you do this. Are you following that or not? And now you also start running a good brokerage, good agency, good outlet, profitable outlet, which is doing 10, 40, 2, and 10. But you're not going to do this again. You assembling these 4 things is going to help you do this. Johnny, can you want to translate?
Yeah. No translation, just an awareness. You need to just assemble this. 9, 45, 3, and 15. You need to do that 1 time. And the moment you do that, no more addition in your business. This is why he says once you put 15 people together, you gained multi-hand strength. That strength, that muscle, after that, all you're doing is you're helping and repeating that process with others. But are you going back to do 9, 45, 3 license and 15 anymore? No. You're helping other people do that and multiplication gets started. Is this clear? Yes or no? Yes. So you need to make a push because nothing will take off until you've done that 1 time in a 90-day period. All 4 numbers. 9, 45, 3, and 15. Key number there, 15. The moment you have the 15, whatever the guideline of SMD is, done. Identifying people and building them and wanting them to run. Tell me one thing. Many of us in here don't have 15 right now. How would the game be different the next 90 days? Just visualize for a moment. How would your game be different if you did have 15 people here this weekend? Do you feel that strength real quick? Did you feel that power? You don't even have 15 and you're feeling it. Imagine you had 15, you look down the road and go, whoa, I got 15 people, they're all ready to run this. That's the explosion. That's the multi-hand that you're looking for.
Good. So I think this is it. And you know, I think sometimes we think it's too many things. It's not. How many times you heard me saying make money? How many times you heard me saying 210? How many times you heard me saying assemble multi-hand strength? And you heard me saying these 4 numbers together. And you heard me saying 15 people, 15 people. My question to all of you is, are you consistent in your talk? You are not. This is why you don't compound. Because consistency compounds. Are you following that or not? If rule of 7, anybody heard rule of 72, which we teach others? Yes. Okay, now rule of 72, you will miss a doubling period without consistency. Do you know that? Yes. So consistency in your communication gets you to compounding. But many times our human mind, we wanted to make things interesting. And in that, zone, what we start doing in interesting, we start becoming changing things. We start changing things. We tell new things to people every time. Are you following that or not? Yes. This is where you actually move from an entrepreneur to become a comedian. And I'll tell you that many of people here who make their own presentation thinking they are very smart mind and whatever, I'm telling you, they're more comedian than entrepreneurs. They just satisfy themselves by creating the stuff here, making this presentation here, just becoming a smart. And smart people actually, over the period you will see, they actually work for dumb people. Because these people who are entrepreneurs, they are very straight line thinkers. They just persist on that consistency. They don't change things. But all of this education is important, but I'll tell you, write this down. Sometimes your smartness is your biggest liability. You being smart is a liability. You know, smart is good, but utilize it with smartness as well. Sometimes we are using our smartness in a poor way. This model is all about multiplication. This is not about you. This is about them. And them needs consistency of your talk. I hope you understand that. All right. What do you start doing, bro?
They have your video, so
Okay, so you're good to do that?
let's go.
Okay, so we made a decision last night to give a turbo power to this business. Anybody interested in that? Yes! So to give a turbo power, we need to actually combine the teams together at one place. Like my Canadian team, which is like 15,000 people, and this US team together. Anybody interested in that? Because a lot of you need to see that bigger picture, and also at the same time, a lot of them need to see how with alignment, people start shining quickly with new art of living. Are you all following that or not? Yes. So we decided last night that we're gonna combine teams in month of June. So we are doing these regional conventions, which are very affordable conventions to get to. Registration is low, maybe one night out, just simple. And we're not gonna put a lot of things into that, but we will actually help you collect more people inside of that 15, which you're working on, and move all of them together in a big convention, in a big arena. So we're gonna take all of you here in month of June. Play the video.
You know, last year we had a chance to go to Rogers Place and see this arena with 12,000 people. You know, you and I get excited in here with 2,000. You imagine 12,000? And Raja and Jazz actually last night told us they're on track to register 20,000 to this one. Is that a big one or what? So we're excited to show you the future of what we're going to do in the US by going to Rogers this year. But we're also going to have some smaller city stuff that we will handle after that June event, where we will travel, we will do some team events, one-day events, things that we will do within our teams, or a one-day event where we get everybody together, maybe Kash, his team, me and my team, whatever it is. But this is something that last night we spent, this is why I say last night we had some uncomfortable conversations. And we finished late, right? After a long day and coming here, because we had to be clear on what is our clear outcome, not just for this year, but 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And I'm gonna tell you something Raja said to both Kash and I last night. He said, if you guys see this thing as a short-term collaboration, I'm walking out of this right now. And the moment he said that, it hit, because me and Kash kind of looked at each other like, All right, nobody's looking at this short term. This is something that, and that's why I talk about no monetary benefit, but this is something that we can see and we can feel with Raja and Jazz, that with us, this is not a 1, 2 year, 3 year ordeal. This is a lifetime deal that we have right now without any contract with each other. We just shake hands, look at each other's eyes, and the contract is the heart. That's it. So, they thought I'm not excited about this, but I'm pretty fired up. I'm just focused because I'm ready to kick some ass. That's all. So, I'm stoked for this. Can I bring up Kash? Can we bring up Kash?
Yes, yeah. Kash.
Where's Kash?
Give it up for Kash. Just come.
All right. Are we excited about this or what? Hey, you guys, I'm so excited about this. Just so you know, the event we have in April is basically kind of like a setup. We're gonna go more local, East Coast, West Coast, all over US, to just get people ready and fired up about this event. Because we want your vision to be stretched. This is why we're doing this. You know, the AV bill, just the sound bill, was $1.5 million for that stadium. And one of my dreams, and one of Johnny's dreams, always been like, we go to Las Vegas, we rent MGM, and we have 10,000 people come to our event, okay? And when last year we went there, we saw a glimpse of it, and I remember walking to that stadium, and I got goosebumps. I was like, wow, like this is what I've been dreaming about and thinking about. So, and there's no way to explain it to you guys until you actually walk into that arena and you're like, wow, this is insane. Is this what we're gonna have in 2 years in the US? Yes. So we want you guys to see a glimpse of this. That's why we're doing this. So we are super, super stoked about this.
I think Kash, obviously, some people can't travel, might be because there's a lot of travel restrictions between the countries, but we will look into the solution for that as well over the period as we reach June. But right now our focus here is we're gonna move our teams from here to our regional one, which is Philadelphia and Hawaii and Denver.
And then Florida,
San Diego.
and San Diego. So these are our regional ones in month of April, which you all should drive Pier 15 towards. But now we can also start registering people for our international convention. It's not a national anymore, it's an international convention where we will have US and Canada together. Are you following that? Anybody excited about that? All right.
And by the way, you know, for all these years, Raja and Jazz built theirs by attending the company national convention, with all Canada coming to Vegas for US convention with the company. Does that make sense? So some of us might sit there and say, well, we gotta go there? Yeah. They did it for all these years, and look at where he is today. Does that make sense? So we need to kind of reverse that for temporarily for a little bit, because we also want to be able to get an arena in the US and do something big. But we got to get you to come and see it one time so that we can accelerate and get there faster. Because if only we've seen it and you haven't seen it, then it's our vision and not yours. But when you see it and you've seen what we've seen, it's no longer mine and his vision. It's now all of a sudden all of our visions. And we'll get there faster. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so before you close, Kash, and send everyone, back, I wanted to tell you that this is powerful. The life which you can design here in this environment with the new art of living is really a beautiful life. And when I say beautiful life, you can write these things down. That number one, your life is beautiful if every single day you're getting spiritually strong. Okay, because ultimate purpose of human being is to find your true self. And if you're not getting spiritually strong, even though you will possess a lot of materialistic things during your existence on this planet, but ultimately you will not feel that fulfillment. So beautiful life is spiritually strong. Are you following so far? And second thing, beautiful life is mentally and emotionally strong. And that's how you actually lead in life. That's how you actually become that optimistic person that, mentally tough, resilience comes within you, that you're mentally and emotionally strong. So the beautiful life is not just financially strong. Beautiful life is spiritually strong first, and then mentally and emotionally strong, and number 3 is financially strong. So you need to be financially strong, and that's the power which you all have to get that done. But number 4, after you become financially strong, you become socially strong. Socially strong is you become asset to the society. You create a positive impact on the lives of other people. When some people ask me, like, why you're so passionate about this business, even you're here 18 years and you're continue to grind and continue to help more people and organizing these events, the reason behind that is, when I got recruited 18 years back, I was always thinking about getting stronger on all the 4 areas. But if I ask all of you, where do we spend our most time when we are not sleeping? We are spending our time at work. How many of you agree? 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours are going towards work when you're not sleeping. And I said, when those 8 or 10 hours, our only focus is to get financially strong, then when is the time for spiritually strong, mentally and emotionally strong, and socially strong? I need to actually find a work which actually impact all 4 areas at once. And this is why I'm so passionate about this, because every single day in this business, we become spiritually strong, we become mentally and emotionally strong, we become financially strong, and then eventually we become socially strong. Are you following me or not? So that's the number 1 reason I planted my flag and really went all in, because this is the journey I wanted to be on, not just financially strong. At the end, if I get very financially strong, but I compromise with my inner values, I really don't connected with the true self, and that just is a waste of time and energy over the period. So I hope you understand that's the beauty of this model, because this model allows you to get stronger, not just financially, but spiritually, mentally and emotionally, financially, and then socially as well. I hope you find some value on that. So,
All right, so why don't we show the should we do the flyers first before I do this? Or
Yeah, you want me to do that?
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Every time we come out of convention, we've got some challenge. And how many of you guys have seen these beautiful pins that Raja was wearing and we just took it off his jacket? Right? So, here's what we got. Starting today, you got it to today till Wednesday. As always, 2 personal recruits. Right? So we understand today may be a traveling day for you to get back home, which we do wish everybody gets home safely. Right? But 2 personal recruits to kick off the momentum, to make it happen. Doesn't matter licensed or not licensed. And in our regional events at all locations, right, Cash's and ours, we're going to be rewarding, right, with this pin that you could be putting on your SMD jacket, EMD jacket, CEO jacket like us, wear it in your meetings, wear it in your gatherings. Right? Is that pretty cool? How many of you guys fired up, excited? Yes? All right. So real quick, give us a QR code for this. Scan this QR code, because we have a Telegram chat with myself, Raja, and Kash in the Telegram, right? And we want you to get part of it to, number 1, create the community coming out of this to keep our momentum going, our accountability. And when you have a recruit, you need to post a screenshot, proof of the recruit in the Telegram with your name, code, and whose team you're part of. Cash's, Johnny's, or Raja's. In that Telegram is where our staff is going to confirm and verify our qualifiers so that we can go ahead and recognize them in the convention. Is that fair? Yes? So we're going to leave that up for a moment. It's full. I didn't make it. Simran, it's full. So I'll leave it up there. Simran will open it up right now for you.
Just try it afterwards. So, Johnny, is there anything else you're covering with this?
No, I'm just going to leave that there.
Okay.
Oh, you
Okay, so I have something else.
Oh, got it.
Because you're coming to Rogers Place and obviously you like to get spotlighted, yes? You like to walk on the stage in front of 20,000 people. You like to receive an award. Maybe some of you are also interested in getting a speaking time. And by the way, you will be all treated same as the whole organization. Okay? It's no difference. It's not Cash's team. Over there, we are one team. Are you following that? So to do that, I want you to write these few things down. The recognition period for Rogers Place is starting May 1st, 2025.